In this video, Timmy's going to show you how to flip an image in Google Docs. So if you have an image in Google Docs, there's actually two different ways that you could flip it. So one way you could flip it is where you're rotating it. So it's maybe this way and then you want to turn it that way or something like that, or turn it upside down. So that's one of the ways, and Timmy's going to show you how to do that in a minute. And the other way is where you're flipping it so that it's a mirror. So it's all backwards, and if there's writing on the image, that would be backwards and stuff like that. So those are the two different ways you would be flipping an image in Google Docs, and in this video Timmy's going to show you how you can do both of those. So when you're in Google Docs, you'll obviously need to insert the image if you haven't already. If you have already inserted your image, you can just skip this part, but if you haven't already inserted it, come up here to Insert, and then come down to Image, and then click on Upload from Computer, and you'll be able to choose the image on your computer and upload it into Google Docs. So this part may look a little bit different depending on what computer you're using, but the general idea is pretty much the same. You just find your image and you double click on it to select it, and then it will be entered into the Google Doc. So now once you've got it in here, if you wanted to rotate it, you just need to click on the image. And then down here, you'll see this little menu thing here, and click on these three dots here, and then click on All Image Options. And then you'll see this Image Options box up here, and you'll see the top option is Size and Rotation. So just click on Size and Rotation. And then down here, you'll have the Rotate 90 Degrees button. So you can just click on that, and now the image is 90 degrees, and you can just keep on clicking it until it's however you want it to be, so upside down or sideways or whatever you want it to do. And you can even change specific parts of the angle. So if you had it like this, you could change this bit so it's more like that if you want, and you could change whatever you want like that. Timmy's just going to set it to 0, and then it will be straight up the way it was already. And so that's all Timmy wants to do, but you can rotate it however you want, and then once you're happy with it, just click on this cross and you're all done. But if you want to flip the image so that it's mirrored, it's actually quite a different process. So what you'll first need to do is you'll need to cut the image out of your Google Doc, which sounds a bit strange, but that's the way it works. So you can do this by either right-clicking on the image and then clicking on Cut, or you can click on the image so it's selected and then do a keyboard shortcut on your computer. So if you're on a Chromebook or Windows computer, you press on Control X, or if it's a Mac computer, just Command X, and it will do the same thing. And then once you've cut the image, come back up to Insert and come down to Drawing and choose New, because you'll have to actually paste the image into a drawing, and then you can flip the image, you can mirror the image in the drawing, and then insert the drawing into your Google Doc, and it will be mirrored. So what we're going to do is paste in here now by either right-clicking and selecting Paste, or Control V or Command V, depending on your computer. And now you've got the image in here. So if you want to mirror it, the way you do that is you take this box here. So you see when it's selected, it's got all these blue boxes. So you just drag this, and it will look really weird at the moment. It'll look like that. And then drag this other box on the other side right out here. And now the image is mirrored. So it might look a little bit distorted, and you'll have to try and line it up so that it's the same shape as it used to be. So that can be a little bit tricky. You just need to keep adjusting that a bit until it looks right. But then once you're done with that, you'll have your mirrored image, and you can just click on Save and Close up here. And now you'll have your mirrored image in your Google Doc. So that's really cool, and that's all there is to it, and that's how it's done. So if you found value in this video, please click on the thumbs up button down below. And if you want to see more videos like this, click on the subscribe button down below, and click on the little bell icon next to the subscribe button to be notified every time Timmy makes a new video. So that's really cool, and that'll be the end of this episode of Tech Time with Timmy.